Did you know we have over 206 bones in our human body? Do you know what to do if you fracture one of those? Well, I'm going to tell you, so watch this video all the way to the end. Let's show you how to do it. So we're going to show you a support sling first of all. So with a support sling, we get our triangle bandage out, unroll all of it, and you will see there is a long side in comparison to the two smaller sides. Always hold the long side up and down. The point that's opposite the longest side is always going to go to injured elbow. But you need to slide it between the patient's arm and their body. So slide it all the way in and then just lay it over their shoulder. So you can see the shape of this triangle with the long side going up and down. Then all you need to do is grab the other end, the south side of the long side if you like, throw it over the opposite shoulder and then try and secure both of those ends, ideally in the side of the neck, not behind the neck, because it can pull the head forward. And it's like just tie a nice little bow. Then if you want to make it all nice and pretty, just tidy the end of the triangle bandage next to the elbow, just twist it and tuck it in. And that should find it nice and supportive for the casualty. So have a go. Just pause me now and have a go and see if you can do that with the triangle bandage you found. Or maybe you can improvise. Is there any way you can improvise? Some people might not want you to go anywhere near them and are quite happy supporting their own arm. So you can improvise by telling them to keep their arm still and using their jumper or t-shirt as a sling and then safely pinning that in place or just holding it in place. That is a perfect sling because you're not causing any harm to that person. Just remember, immobilise it. So have a go. Just pause me now. Don't just practice on your favourite side. Have a go on the opposite side as well. Now that one is great for a sprained wrist, but also maybe a broken humerus, which is a bone from the shoulder to the elbow, and great for ulnar and radius, which is the lower arm bones. Another sling you can try is the elevation sling. This tends to be for a broken clavicle or a dislocated shoulder. We used to use it for bleeding, but you would have noticed in the previous videos, we don't actually elevate bleeds anymore. There's no need to elevate them. So we do exactly the same thing with the bandage. We find the long side. The long side is always going to go up and down. But rather than going underneath the patient's arm, we'll just lay it over the top. Now the trick with this one is make sure you don't put too much at the top. And then we're going to start with the fingers. And we're going to tuck the bandage underneath the patient's fingers carefully and sliding our hand all the way down to the elbow. So the bandage is gathered all the way to the elbow. Now do make sure you don't put palm facing down and you're not grabbing things you shouldn't be grabbing. Palms facing upwards and sliding it down. When you get to the elbow, you're going to gather the two ends together, so kind of twist, 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 to make kind of like a nice envelope. And then you're going to take it all the way around the back to join the other one. Being careful not to put the bandage over the top of the actual broken collarbone or dislocated shoulder. It goes round the back. It should feel nice and secure. Have a go on the opposite side, see if you can do the same on the opposite side, because both of these things could be useful if you had to transport your casualty a distance in order to go and get that medical help. But always remember, with fractures, your treatment is to immobilise them. And if it is something serious, such as a pelvic fracture, a femur fracture, which is a leg wound, even a skull fracture, make sure you call the ambulance. You cannot move these casualties. You'll only make it worse if you move them. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, so you don't miss out on any of our videos. And please comment below